All right, I'm live. Hi, everyone. I am here. I'm Amy Carrier, and I am here to talk with Rehan about Amy Carrier's classroom. And we just need him to pop in here. Let me tell him I'm online. Do we have him yet? Hi, who's here? Please write in the comments who you are. We're going to be talking. I'm Amy Carrier. I'm going to be talking with Rehan in just a moment, as soon as he's here. Let's see. Do we have Rehan? How's everybody today? What time is it where you are? I'm always so curious where people are from, so please write in the comments where you're from and say hello. And let's just get Rehan in here. So I'm also going to share this video in a couple of places. Just waiting for Rehan to pop in. Mr. Allahwala, we're waiting for you. We're waiting for you. We don't have him yet. All right, so can I get some comments? Who's here? We've got a few people watching. I would like to know who's watching, where you're from, and why you're tuning in. I'm going to talk with Rehan. Hi, Shaub. How are you? I'm going to be talking with Rehan about how to get the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. So I'm curious to know who's here. Are you a member of Amy Carrier's classroom? And if you are, I'd like to know how long you've been a member. And let's see. Okay, Rehan's here. There we go. Let me see how I pull him in. Bring Rehan on camera. All right, who's here? Let's see in the comments.
Oh, this is nice.
You're upside down.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
You wanted to have more bloopers, didn't you? I know how you are.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hi, Amy.
How are you? Wait, Mulligan's about to trip over the cord. How are you?
I'm old now.
You're old? Why are you old?
I don't know, you seem to be getting more beautiful by the day, and I get to get more older by the day.
We all get older. Everybody gets older. So if I see you, you've got a green background. I'm guessing that you are back in your home.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. How is everybody back in Pakistan?
Same old, same old.
I don't know. I've never been to Pakistan. What does that mean?
Everybody is how they are. I don't know. I don't know everybody. There's a lot of people here.
I would say that you know most people, or most people know you.
Most people have heard about me. They don't really know me. There's a difference.
Oh, I see. So what would you like people to know about you, to know you?
Go on YouTube and watch me for 10 hours. And
No. First of all, this is not our weekly show. You can't just direct people to YouTube or your website. I'm really curious.
You were sending people to your classroom just now. How can I not send people to my YouTube channel?
Okay, fine. But what can we know about you?
I think you know more. You tell me, who am I? Maybe you know something which I don't know.
You keep asking a lot of us that question.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything?
No.
No. Well,
I keep changing. What am I supposed to do?
everybody changes all the time. But everybody has a basic.
Has Amy changed in the last 1 year?
Oh yes, significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're beginning to look like your grandmother yet?
Do I look like my grandmother?
Do you look like your grandmother yet?
I don't think so. But
She's
apparently,
so pretty. That's bad. She looks gorgeous.
my grandmother was gorgeous. My
I
mother
know.
is incredible for being 70. It's quite amazing.
It's
The
true.
the
She's
women in
70.
my
I
family.
thought she's like 50 or something.
My mom,
Wait, that makes you old. Oh, I thought she's 50 and you're like 25.
I am. I'm 25.
Oh, okay.
So
Your mother had a birth at 45 years of age? Or what? Something like that? Wow, that's amazing.
45? No. We'll pretend that that's the story. So I don't know if I've scrolled over and I can't see the comments. There they are.
I closed the comment because I thought you wanted to talk to me, not the people who are commenting.
I do. I do. Hey, PJ, how's it going? PJ went to this underground river in the Philippines. So, what time is it in your world, Rehan?
7:47 in the morning.
Hi. You know me.
Hi.
I won't talk. If you're doing something else, I just won't talk.
I'm listening to your question. I'm waiting till you say something. You're looking at PJ's comments. I'm going to look the other way.
I was. So, no, come back. So, what I wanted to ask you, and the reason I wanted to go live on your page is because I'm trying to learn why all of the people from Pakistan aren't taking advantage of the classroom the way they could. I really wanted all of the mentor teachers, and I want to. Why do you think that is?
I was offering people to start business at $100 for 3 years, and nobody took advantage. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but what I found was that people don't have enough aspirations. People have dreams, but they don't have any aspiration to do anything about their dreams. They are so much in their comfort zone, like me, that they don't really want to change anything. So once you are in your comfort zone, you don't really change and you don't do any actions. Some of them have started to change, I feel, because their friends have changed, their way of thinking has changed. But if you think that they're not taking advantage, that would be wrong. I think they're taking advantage based on the capacity they have. So, for example, here's a cup and here's a bottle. So the capacity of this cup is less than the capacity of this bottle. So the people who are in Pakistan right now the world is same right now in New York, in Boston, in Karachi, in Gujranwala, in Lahore, in Faisalabad, in Chaman. But it's all about having the capacity to take advantage of the knowledge and information that is available to us and process it to our advantage. And that requires not just information and knowledge, it also requires a discipline. It requires the capacity to actually be able to have a surrounding, an environment, to be able to take actions around it. And that is what is missing, and that's what I'm trying to create virtually, I feel. That's what I think I'm working on. And that's why I think they're not taking advantage of the internet in general. I mean, be it a classroom, be it the $100 business project, be it whatever. I mean, if you don't make a certain amount of money every month, you will be on the streets. In Pakistan, they will be at their mother's house. It's a huge difference. You wouldn't go to your mother's house. You would probably, well, you might because you have disability, but most people would be on the streets. And some of them would go to their parents' house, but many will not. So here, the system which we have, the parents wouldn't let anything happen to their children. They're very, very pampered. And that stops us from growing. Now, the community which I'm working on is on the bottom of the pyramid, and they don't have the capacity to learn right now. So we're building the capacity, we're building by exposure, we're allowing them to be able to learn from somebody like Amy, learn from somebody like Alex, learn from somebody like, PJ. And
how are you doing? What does that mean? What are you doing for them?
exposing them to different things by asking them to ask questions to themselves. Unless they're ready to ask questions to themselves, unless they decide that, yes, I want to be better, yes, there is something better available that I can have, they won't change anything. It's simply how does anybody change, be it Amy or be it Rehan? It's the same reason we change. We change only when we believe that something out there is better than what we have, and we really desire it, and we are willing to change for that something better.
Okay.
When Usman asked me that would Amy take homeopathy, would she be open to taking drugs from Pakistan, my answer was, I doubt that she will, but try it. You never know. Maybe she is wanting to change, but I thought you would not take the medicine, which is very different because you have your own way of everything. So
no, I've taken homeopathy, but in this country, it's so expensive. I had one homeopathy appointment, and it was almost $800 I had to put on a credit card.
what?
Yeah. Yes.
Guys, here's a business opportunity. Get on Skype. Start dealing homeopathy drugs. Dude. Here is 50 cents for consulting, including medicine.
Seriously?
$800? Seriously?
Yes.
I'm in the wrong business. I want to go and become a homeopathic doctor now.
One appointment.
50 cents, including the medicine. 50 cents, including the medicine. 50 cents, including the medicine. The teacher, the guy who is like the top homeopath in the country, is like next door. I mean, he is my next door neighbor, and he charges like $3, including the medicine. And there's like a 2-hour wait for him to, you just go and get a number and just sit there for 2 or 3 hours to get a number. And that's what he charges. Dude, come on. Hello. Wrong business. Hello. Homeopathic doctors. Here, homeopathy is like you pick up this mug and you find 4 homeopath doctors. It's so common.
So I want to plug right now my incredible homeopathy doctor who's from Pakistan. His name is Urslan. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's incredible. He checks on me every single day, usually multiple.
That's because you're Amy. It's not because he's probably checking on everyone.
Because I'm Amy.
Yeah. You have no idea how many people check on you just because you're Amy. There you go. Here you found another homeopath. Okay, anybody who's listening, how many of the 34 people are homeopathic doctor? Probably 100 out of 34 are homeopathic doctor. Hello, guys. Come on.
That's your opportunity. I have to get a stand for my phone. Just a second.
Sure.
I'll be right back. Here, you can talk to Mulligan. There's Monkey. Hi, Monkey.
Hey, Monkey.
All right.
Hello, Mulligan.
You can stare at my ceiling.
Hey, Monkey. Wow.
So you can keep talking.
Wow. Hello, Monkey. I am much happy with my mother. My mother is my everything. Everybody's mother is our everything brother. There's no question about that. I love my mother. She's my everything too. Hello, Amy. Mr. Shukla. Oh, sorry, Miss Shukla. Hello, Miss Shukla. How are you? Monkey. Hello. Monkey. Monkey, how are you? Meow.
Is he responding to you?
No, no, absolutely not.
No, but he's looking kind of freaked out.
Alexa, meow.
Mine is meowing too.
Of course.
That's funny.
Alexa, meow. Monkey doesn't give a shit.
No, he's laying here looking.
He's probably deaf by now. He's too
No,
old.
he's definitely not deaf.
Okay.
But he is very loud.
Wow, monkey, wow.
He has a lot to say.
Wow.
All right, bear with me. Oh my. All right, this better work. It's not working. It's too far.
Hello.
So I finally got
Anybody there?
Phil.
Hello. Hello.
So my question is this. Are you distracted by Alexa now that I had to go do something?
I'm listening. You don't ask. You take so much time to ask. I'm listening.
No, you need to make space for questions. All right.
Okay.
So I'm a builder and I'm a teacher. So I'm always looking to solve challenges.
We got flyers for Siberia. Yeah.
See, I can't ask questions because you interrupt.
Dude, entrepreneur city. Hello. There's no entrepreneur city on the planet. This is the first entrepreneur city on the planet. Dude, come on. You're not even excited. You have a house there, right there. See on the water. You can.
That's my house.
Yeah, and then you have an office on this gorgeous-looking building. Look at that.
Okay,
You
good.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm excited. My whole life has been about teaching entrepreneurship.
So come and start it. You're like, oh, Amy Carrier's classroom building. Here you go. You see, Amy Carrier's classroom is right there. You can.
I'm waiting for my Pakistani homeopathy to do its job and bring me back to full health, so that I can
You're
do
in full health. You're fine. You will have a person holding your hand all the time. If you want two, you will have two holding your hand all the time, and they'll carry you around. And we just need your brain part. You don't need the rest of the body.
Okay, so my brain part is right here, right now, and my brain part is saying, because I can't live in Siberia City or whatever it's called, because I can't live everywhere on the planet at one time, what I can do is bring my expertise and the expertise of other people who I think are incredible to my virtual classroom. I've got other people working on figuring out why people aren't engaged. And it's what I understand so far is that it's a cultural difference. There's no, I really think it is, because the American culture is drive, push, go. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't adopt it myself. But if it's different in another part of the world, and that's what you said in the beginning of this call, then how do I teach to that? Or how do I teach those people to think differently? Have I had any effect on you since we met 4 years ago? Have I taught you to think differently at all?
Don't know.
Who would I ask?
I don't know. Only you can see.
No. You know how you think. I can tell you a lot of ways that I've changed since I met you.
You're Amy, I'm Rehan. I don't think so much. I'm a Look at this guy. He's saying, I'm not serious. Of course I'm not serious. I'm not calculative or keep records straight and everything like that. So I don't know.
Who's saying you're not serious?
Somebody.
No, Rehan is not serious.
Manzoor Kapadi is saying, can you start a class in Urdu? So, that's one of the reasons. People don't really understand English and they don't have the balls to say, we don't understand.
I know a lot of people don't understand English because they can't even answer the basic English questions that I ask.
Well, it's not about, those are, well, I don't answer because I don't like to read, and that's another problem. People don't
That's
like
a
to read.
huge problem. I think that's a really huge problem. Someone else.
One of the most
There's
interesting.
Wait, hold on before you start. There's a thread that Alex started this morning. My morning. I don't know what time it is for you. But Alex started this thread, and someone from Pakistan said that there's just not a culture there of reading or critically thinking about things. So without that, as a teacher, the bare minimum, we have to teach our kids how to read, how to think critically, and how to discuss what they're learning. Okay? So that's what I'm doing with you.
This is why Carla's classroom has been so amazing, because that's all they do. And that's what she started to do. And that's what you should talk about this subject with the colleagues which Carla has, because they have been doing it every single day for the last 6 months. And their experience has been very different than what your experience is.
But they're not teaching. So
that's what I disagree, that they're actually teaching courage. They're actually teaching how to talk. They're actually teaching desire to learn. And you're offering something. When you have all that, come to us. And you're like a university to them, whereas she's reading a kindergarten right now. And you think kindergartens are not teaching. That's to me is wrong. That's how you think. She's running a kindergarten class, literally. She's building courage in human beings to come and talk to people who are different than them. And that's one of the most important jobs that has to be done in countries like mine. Because we're not used to learning things in a different way. We're not used to anything which is different. So and that's what she's offering.
Let me present an argument that says that that's not actually directly correlating, because a lot of the people that do Carla's class are in my classroom, but they don't take advantage.
Yeah, it's 6 months. It's 6 months old. It's not like she has an injection. You come in and people will have. I've been trying this for 5 years. I've been working for 25 years, and I can't find 5 people today to come and work for me. 5 out of 200 million people. I don't know those 5 people who I can say, okay, if I had the money, I can afford them. I can pay them $10,000 a month. I can hire them. I don't know 5 people I can hire right now. That's the problem. It's not the information which I need from them. I need them to be a different kind of human being.
That's
a learning person, a person who enjoys to learn. Not many people. And then not just, I want them to be able to learn. I want them to be able to.
Rehan, I disagree. This is why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because this is unique to your culture, and I want to learn and I want to understand it. This is not the case everywhere. There are other challenges in other parts of the world. Yes, building self-confidence is across the board. Right now, I have clients, career coaching clients, who are executives. They work in the financial industry, and I still have to coach them on confidence. So confidence is like, yes, everybody needs to build their confidence, but it's more than that. So I want to know, and this is why I've got a new teacher coming into the classroom named Sharif. He's from Bangladesh. He's worked and lived in North Africa, and now he's in Malaysia, and he's studying this. This is his doctorate degree. So he's really trying to, and he's been following the class and really, really kind of pushing us to say he can come in and he can make that translation. So I'm being smart, and I'm doing as much research as I can with Sharif and with other people in other parts of the world. Now we've got a lot of members in South Africa, which is great because of Arthi and Jan and a whole bunch of other amazing people there. Carol, I don't know, Carol, if you're watching, but I'm so happy you're here now too. But I really want to understand. And you know that I had some knowledge of Pakistanis before I even met you.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, it's it's your turn. What do you think is at the heart of this?
I tried to explain you already. We're a confused country which cannot speak English and cannot write in Urdu. That's the craziest thing possible. I mean, can you imagine not being able to write in English and everything you say to a person in text has to be in Spanish or another language, and then the other person doesn't really actually understands Spanish, he understands English, but he cannot write in English, and half of the content is gone. It's like crazy. It's just weird. It's so different.
So what's the solution there? Teach written Urdu?
I don't know. I don't know the solution. There's no solution for this overnight, but you know, I have no love for Urdu as per se as a language. I think it's an important language because people speak it, but I personally think it's an obsolete language. We don't really need to a lot of things. Just like writing is not something we need to teach anymore. It's an art form to me. Again, it's to me. Yeah, well, don't make faces on me.
This isn't making a face. This is shocking. You realize within 1 to 2 generations, if you don't teach your children how to read or write, they're completely illiterate. 1 to 2.
Just like we don't know horse riding, just like we don't know horse riding and we don't know how to use a sword, majority doesn't need to do that anymore.
But horse riding and using a sword are very different. Writing and reading is communication. That's how information gets passed down throughout.
This is writing now. This is how you write now.
Hey, what if the grid went? What about when the grid goes down?
You have a different belief system than I have. So you're waiting for the grid to go down. I'm not waiting for the grid to go down.
I'm not waiting for it. It's going to. If you do.
There you go. Exactly. Just like everybody else is going in Pakistan to heaven, and you're not going to heaven according to them. And very simple. It's a belief system. You have a belief system. They have a belief system. How can you tamper with the belief system?
But it's not a belief system. It's fact that there are problems.
It's your fact. It's your fact. Muslims don't believe in your facts. Very simple.
No,
what's the problem?
No, the infrastructure that connects electricity, that is broken down. Okay. Now, we all want Tesla to come in and solve this problem and use energy, free energy, to give us power. But even so, if you don't have access to that, or if you don't have access to a piece of technology to type in, or if you can't type to somebody else.
Your classroom is internet enabled. Your classroom is Facebook enabled. If you're an electric enabled, so you should be the last person thinking about it. And if you want to teach people in the physical world, you should open a physical studio and teach people. I mean, I have had my father, like hit me, I don't know how many times because I couldn't write properly on a takhti. You know what a takhti is? A takhti is, let me show you a takhti. Because he thought it's important that we use a takhti to write. And I was beaten up many times, and he has a beautiful writing and I don't. I have a pathetic writing. There you go. That's a takhti. Okay. And I was beaten by a takhti, for a takhti. I don't even remember how many times. Maybe it wasn't many times, but I remember I had fear and I had to run away from him.
That's writing. That's your own personal experience.
Well, whatever. But that's my experience, and a lot of people that I know of don't write because we write, but it's not something as important as I think anymore. We were just discussing this today. Oh, we need forms for Siberia City. The other guy said, why don't we just put a laptop or a tablet over there? We will just build forms in that. So why do you need to write? No, we don't. So, but you know, you live in a different planet. I live in a different planet.
It's
My
not.
planet, my
It's
planet is
not a.
where my planet is where Tesla says if you don't get devices installed on your brain, you will die. And I'm like ready for that. Your planet is no, don't touch my body. I'm not going to have an implant in my head. So they would live in a very different planet.
It's not just a different planet. You're building a city to teach people how to become entrepreneurs. You can't be.
I'm not teaching them anything. I'm
But
providing them an ecosystem. I
that
provide
ecosystem,
ecosystem, and
that,
that's all. It's
that
different.
ecosystem is going to teach people how to build businesses, right?
Not necessarily. It's up to them. It's about coming and being in a space where you're allowed to become whatever you want to become, not what your father or mother wants you to become. That's the difference.
That I love. But the thing
That's
is,
all. That's all we're trying to do.
people can't become something that's global, that is building something that connects with other people, potentially even in different languages, if they're not using their ability to communicate, to read and to write, right?
How many minutes are we in on this already, by the way?
That connects with other people, potentially. So what I really wanted to know from you is, what is it that you think that our mentor teachers can do? Because this is valuable content, and it's mostly entry level. It covers a lot of topics. We've accepted the fact that Facebook groups is just very limiting. But I think that there's something about the culture that I want to understand better, which was the purpose of this call today.
So Pakistan is not one culture, and it's very hard to explain what is the difference in the culture, but I've told you basics of the culture. There is a huge problem of the language. As I said, you would be in a conference room and you will be in a presentation room. There are 400 students sitting and you will give a presentation in English where not one person is foreigner. And when you come down and you're going to speak, you will not speak in English, you will speak in Urdu. So again, most of the lecture was gone to Wayne because majority doesn't have the expertise to actually understand English properly. And they understand secondhand English or whatever. So it's flawed ideology of who we are. We have an identity crisis as a nation, as a country. We don't know who we are. And if you don't know who you are, which is called self-realization or self-understanding, or khudi, as the founder of the country said, we don't have that. And that's what I'm trying to build. That's all I do all day long, trying to help people to discover themselves, find out who they are. And that comes from meaningful conversations and with strangers even. And I found a beautiful TED Talk about this yesterday that this girl experimented with, a similar thing. And that's the challenge. The people, as I said in the start, they're not ready for it. You're trying to create something very different. And as an entrepreneur in the .com industry, products are never about technology or problem solving, just problem solving. It's about sociology, how people socially interact with them, how and what they think about the products, how much value they think or give to the product. That's why it takes time to change the way people think. It takes a lot of time. And if you ask me what your teachers need to do, be patient, nothing else. Work on one person, 2%, 5% out of that, 5,000 or how many people you have. If you are successful with that one person, the multiplier effect would be large. And that's what I found. I found from my 500 people experiment that every conversation I have started this in this month, in the last 2 weeks, talking to people who I would never talk to on Facebook Live before, because I had priorities of, I want to talk to certain kinds of people. Now my priority is to talk to people who are nobody else is talking to, like really bottom of the pyramid people, right? And I was doing that before offline, but I couldn't find them online before. I couldn't find drivers and cooks and the people who make less than $200 a month. I couldn't find them on Facebook. They were not there. Now I love it that they're here now. I mean, some of them were there, but they were not talking. They were not able to read. They were not able to write. Now I'm finally discovering them and enjoying them. And actually, things are going to be very interesting for me and others in the future, because I know people are actually watching. They just don't say anything. Majority of the people don't have the intellect to come and use. I gave you example in the start. This is their capacity. You're giving them so much, they can't handle it. So you have to come really down to their level. You have to take away your questionnaire to enter the room. It's not easy. It's really going to be very hard you're trying to change the way people learn. You want them to take Amy Carrier's classroom seriously. They're not going to take it seriously because it's free. It doesn't cost, it doesn't make didn't pay anything to it. That's why I've been asking you, for God's sake, make Udemy, because
Udemy is too limiting. We've already got our bigger.
Look, I'm not a smart person, okay? I can only tell you what I know. And I feel that we have worked very hard to allow people to learn on Udemy. Still, 99% of my country doesn't know what Udemy is. That 1% which does know what Udemy is taking it more seriously than Facebook. People don't take. I have a person resigned yesterday because I asked him to use Facebook. This is the kind of people who are, around me. So, I mean, look at yourself. A year ago, would you do this video with me? No.
I did this video.
Okay, fine. A year and a half ago.
Year and a half ago.
Okay, a year and a half ago. Fine. So let people evolve.
I didn't lack willingness, Rehan. I lacked an understanding. So what you
fine. What I'm saying is the same thing. They don't have an understanding to take advantage of your classroom. They don't know. Just like you didn't know.
This is why I'm spending the time trying to figure it out. And Pakistanis are just one piece, one group.
So take them away, throw them away, make Amy Carrier's classroom Pakistan, and send them there.
No, I
listen to me.
That. I don't believe in segregation at all. But I think
you want me to finish the sentence, or you want to keep on telling me what you brought me here to talk about?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't want to talk because you're not listening. You have like, go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm listening. What I'm telling you is that we've actually been agreeing about things. So I don't want to separate out. And I think
you want me to tell you why I want you to separate?
Go ahead, Rehan.
You know everything. The reason is you.
Nice. I think you're past your bedtime.
Yes, I did. I told you half an hour. It's like 45 minutes already. I already woke up, by the way. It's a change for me.
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I know. Every day.
I'm just here asking. I'm not holding you to it. It's fine. I appreciate you talking about whatever you're talking about.
When you ask a question, I expect you to listen to the answer. Either don't ask me a question or listen to the answer.
Please answer.
Okay. The reason I'm asking you to make a different group is you make another group called Amy Carrier's Classroom Pakistan and have somebody translate stop reading the comment and have everybody translate the lectures and the comments and everything into another language, which is called Urdu. Once they start doing that and they feel and realize that there's something valuable, they will also join the other classroom. So you can have a segregated classroom for the sake of understanding and speaking with the local context and the language, not because you want to segregate them. It's not about segregation. It's about finding local answers to the local problems. That's all. And that's why I suggest if you have, say, 500 people from South Africa, let them have another group. And in all of them are also in one group. I absolutely hate segregation. I don't like it. You know that very well, I hope. But at the same time, somebody who doesn't understand the language, it's hard for them to get it. And you can't just, and you're trying too many things at the same time. You know, people, that's one of my suggestions to you, but do what you think is right. And then ask, like for example, the gentleman Salahuddin Sayyid, he's a psychiatrist, and he runs a hospital, a mental health hospital. Maybe he understands brains better than I do. So you can ask him. You can ask Khurram Zubairi. I have asked you to talk to him many times. You know, Bakhtiar Mani, he's a member of Parliament of Pakistan. You can talk to him and ask him how is he thinking differently. He did it first Facebook Live a week ago. Ahmad Najish is from Palestine. You can ask him about how people of Palestine act. I've been trying for 7 years to get somebody from Palestine to talk to me. They don't want to talk to you. They just want somebody to give them money as aid. So, you know, I can't change them overnight. I have to come down to their level, as you know this very well, to be able to get through to them. That's all. And I have the answers finished.
I appreciate your perspective.
You're welcome.
I will not segregate my classroom.
No problem.
But the classroom has made incredible connections, and the connections that are happening in the classroom are pretty much what you have made your life all about, which is connecting people across borders. So I'm actually surprised to hear you say segregate. I think what you're actually saying is just find a way to teach people in their language and their culture, which would be wonderful, but I'm only one person. And this is my volunteer.
So that's why I suggested, so in the last 1 month, something has happened in my world. And what has happened is that this girl popped up in my life and she said, Rehan bhai, I want to take your mission and move it forward, and I want to make groups in Pakistan, and there are these districts in Pakistan, and there are these provinces in Pakistan.
Districts?
Yeah, and like counties, and then provinces, and I want to make groups of people who would go out and find people in their area and start teaching them Facebook Live and taking interviews. And I want to call this team Rehan, and I was like, hello, dude, who are you? I don't know you from anywhere. I can't just start just like you did. Oh, who are you guys? Just like when you met me. And, so I went live with her, and I said to myself, I'm going to say no to her, that I don't want her to do this, because I don't know her enough that she is going to use my name, and it's going to ruin my reputation maybe if she fails. And then I realized, reputation? What is reputation? It doesn't, to me, I was raised to tell that everything in your life is about your reputation. Everything is about the trust people have in you. But wait, it doesn't matter, because I failed 150 times in the past. One more time doesn't matter anymore. Fine. Go ahead, Rabia. Do it. And she has been phenomenal and doing this in her own, she's doing her own thing. She's doing whatever she wants to do. And she's like this crazy person who doesn't give a, rat's ass about anything, and just doing her thing and doing her thing and doing her thing. And I suggested this to you based on my experience with her, that people are ready for a leader. And it seems to me they're not ready yet to become independent. And it's a process to give them the independence. It's like that elephant which was tied all his life to a chain. And he knows, and he has the power to break the chain, but he will never break the chain, because that's how he was raised. So people has been raised in a particular way. And even though I'm trying, and you're trying, and a lot of people are trying to help them break their chains, they don't want to break their chains. They're happy with the way they are. And it's sad. It's extremely hurtful for me that I can see these people hurting themselves for absolutely ridiculous reasons. Even though they can empower themselves, it makes me cry. It makes me want to, uh, uh, I don't know, but that's how it is. You can't do much. You just have to be patient and just be, the alchemist story. You just be. You just let it be. It's going to happen in its own time. Yes, you keep on trying with, the best possible way. The best possible thing you could do right now is do this conversation. Try to find out, can we do something about it? And if it's not happening, it's not happening. Maybe it's not the right time right now.
It's happening. I just hold myself to a standard that I want to learn more and grow myself. And
Right.
you said people are looking for a leader. I didn't set out to be a leader.
Nobody does.
But I'm now leading this classroom, which means
right.
people look to me, send me lots of questions. They want me to teach them this or that. And I also have now a responsibility to help my team find resources so that they can become better, more skilled. And it's
so teach. One of the best ways to grow is teach what you already know. So help other people start their own classrooms.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. All right, my phone's dying, I think. What time is it? 8:27.
So it was interesting to hear you say that people are looking for a leader, because that's not the case in my country. And this is why I want to learn. What is
I thought so too, but my experience has been different. I think they're looking for leader in your country also.
No. You should see what's happening, especially after the school shootings. People are rising up, and the people who are rising up are groups, and they're young. They're very young.
They still need leaders, and they're still followers. Majority is still a follower.
There's a great book that I just ordered called Tribal Leadership. Have you ever heard of it?
I have never heard of it, but it sounds like the book Tribes. It sounds the similar books. Tribes the same.
Well,
I guess the same. It's about leadership in tribes and creating your tribes, and basically what you are doing and I'm doing is the same. Making a Facebook group makes you a tribal leader. You actually can get people like yourself in the same room, and then there's always a leader. Just like you said, you're the leader in your classroom, and the leader's job is to make more leaders. So one of the best things you can do is go out there and have other people start their own classrooms, and by mistake or by learning or by research, something will happen which will make their classroom bigger than yours, and you will say, what happened? Hello, I did so much hard work, nothing happened. And they're like growing like exponentially, and that's what, and then you learn from them, and then you realize, it wasn't really my job, it was their job to make it to the next level. So,
well, a good teacher always wants exactly that. So like Hassan, he told me today I've been pronouncing his name wrong, but Hassan has, out of our show back in the fall, he actually started his own classroom.
Right, so send me his group and I will help him grow his classroom.
It's called Learn with Hassan.
Oh, okay, Learn with Hassan. Learn with Hassan. What does he teach?
Freelancing, setting up a consulting business, working with all the platforms like Fiverr and all the other things that you can easily sell your skills.
Is this Learn Freelancing with Blogger Hassan, or is this, I can't find it?
No, it's a group.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. How do you spell Hassan?
Hassan.
239 members. Cool.
What?
It's 239 members. Let me go ahead
Yeah.
and give him a boost.
So he started that after you and I brought him on the show live.
Right.
And so he's one of the success stories out of Amy Carrier's classroom. And by the way, we'll have another conversation, but I think we found our assistant today. He found her, actually. She's amazing. She's a lot like you, interestingly. The way she started and the way she sees things is all based on tech. But yeah, he probably in October from our show started up, maybe September. He started up Learn with Hassan.
Does he teach? Does he charge anything?
He has his own consulting business. I don't know what he does with that page, that group, I mean.
Go ahead and mentor him.
I am mentoring a lot of people.
I've never heard of this before, so
Yeah, I've told you
be
about
louder.
I've told you about him. He's one of the success stories we want to highlight.
I don't remember hearing about his classroom before, so that's what I'm saying, you know, make more leaders. Let him lead. Anyways, that's what it's a suggestion. Do what you think is best.
It's literally my goal personally with all of the people that I bring in, that I screen and interview and bring in as mentor teachers. They are building their own groups, their own classrooms, and I want them to be making money in whatever way they want,
Right.
just not advertising, marketing, or selling in the classroom. And it works. It's working. So Alex has got his own thing going on. We already know what Arthi does. So this is what I do. This is my whole career has been doing this, elevating people to step into their own power and build what they're here to build.
Do you have a video which talks about Hassan's classroom?
That's the goal of the virtual assistant and the girl I talked to today.
No, you have to make a video saying, hi, my name is Amy and I want to introduce to my friend whose name is Hassan, and if you want to learn freelancing in Urdu language, you go out and join his group. It'll make him very happy.
So what I'm going to be doing is interviewing all of the mentor teachers, right, because they have interesting backgrounds. And you actually gave me the idea to ask them to all make videos about what their first jobs were. Right. So there are a lot of things that are happening.
Right.
I thought back at some point you were friends with Hassan.
Yeah, but he doesn't add my friends. I can only have 5,000 people in my friend list. I have to add people who add more people. So I need people who are ready to, you know, I have a purpose here. I'm not just using Facebook like other people.
Well, write to him.
I
know. He's a really incredible guy. He's been very, very helpful to me. He's the other person in Pakistan who I can ask questions of in terms of all the stuff that I'm talking to you about, culture. And he's actually been really, really helpful, helping me to understand.
So if you want to, like there's an institution here. I mean, I don't know who you really want your kind of people. Tell me what kind of people you want in your classroom. You want everyone, or what do you need? World doesn't need leaders anymore. Sayyid Danish, a leader means a person who shows the path on wherever you want to go and helps you get there. That's a leader. It doesn't mean a prime minister of Pakistan or a country or a president. That's not a leader. That's something different. It's a political position. Sorry, Amy.
You can be a leader by living your life by example, right, but we don't need any more superstars.
We don't need, I don't know, it's different, right? So we need, I don't know.
So to answer your question,
you want people to follow people? Everybody follows people, Danish. You follow every single person living on the planet Earth follows somebody else. There's nobody who can say, I don't follow anybody. It's impossible. We live here, social creatures. This is how we design.
we learn from paying attention to other people.
Right.
But to answer your question, what I would like is more people who have the courage, the leadership within themselves to join the classroom and to be participants. I can't bring them all in as mentor teachers. That's a delicate process because I'm building a team.
So bring Rabia in, bring Ali Mohsin in,
She's in
bring,
there. She's in there.
well, ask them to go live with you. You'll have to invest a lot of time on this to, and startup is the most, it's like having a baby. It's 18-hour, 24-hour job, it's not easy.
You can't imagine the hours I put in behind the video screen. I just haven't, look, I don't even have time to do our show. So there's just a lot happening because it's all relationship.
My life is also full, so we're done with 30 minutes. It's amazing talking to you after a long time. You're becoming more beautiful by the day. Keep growing beautiful as you get older. And I look forward to talking with you again sometime. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Don't hang up. Did you hang up?
Not yet. Yeah. I'm about to.
I would like to actually bring you in a couple times in my classroom.
Sure, we'll see how it works.
What?
We will see how it works. Inshallah.
Okay. Inshallah. And I think it would be cool to do a couple cameos of our old show. I just can't do it at that time. So, but we'll talk. We'll talk. Right. I get lots of requests for that. But it's nice to see you and your green wall.
Sure.
How come if you have a green screen behind you, you don't actually put something on it when I'm talking to you?
Sorry?
Isn't that green wall a green screen?
It's a green wall. You can use it, to delete stuff, but on Facebook Live, they don't have an option yet to do that automatically. If you were on Zoom, there is an option. You can click a button and it automatically puts you in Vegas or wherever you want to be.
Got it.
And but in this particular app yet, there is other functions like you can play around and put a mask or something, but the chroma cutting is not there yet.
So let's wrap this up, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched and commented, and I would love for you to join Amy Carrier's classroom. The link is up in the description, and I'm going to...
I would also suggest that you go live with someone in other groups which are educational groups out there, and you will get a lot of ideas that way.
Okay.
And you can also go live in other big groups out there, for education. There are a lot of groups out there, thousands of them, but you can just prioritize, take a few of them and work there. But because remember that postcard, I got posted in Boston. So out of all those postcards, nothing actually, I got like 3 friend requests. And then some girl found the card somewhere, took the photo and posted it in one of the groups saying, I really liked it. I woke up this morning and I got 200 friend requests. I was like, what happened? What was going on?
You never know.
And that particular post went viral. I was like, I spent so much money on putting it on billboards, but that didn't do anything. But a photo, token of those, and then going to a group, and then it took a ripple effect. So ripple effect seemed to be bigger than the original effect. So just the effects of what you're doing is going to be visible to you in a few years, and you will see it. It will not be what you imagine. I'm pretty damn sure about that. It is always different than what we think.
Oh, yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one thing I know is I don't know anything. So just keep on doing what you like.
Well, I hope you have a good day, a better day.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Okay.
I was Just like when I don't look at your face, you're like annoyed, and I was annoyed that you wanted me to answer something and you're not listening.
I'm always listening.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I am.
Okay. Fine.
My job.
Fine.
It's nice to
What's
see
the classroom about? So let me go out and give you a pep talk. So अस्सलाम वालेकुम everyone. ये जो खातून है इनका नाम है एमी कैरियर और ये बॉस्टन में रहती हैं और ये एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप पढ़ाती हैं. इनका एक क्लासरूम है जिसका नाम है एमी कैरियर्स क्लासरूम और ये फेसबुक पर एक्सेस करता है. आप में से अगर कोई भी एजुकेशनल रिफॉर्म्स लाना चाहता है, एजुकेशन के लिए काम करना चाहता है, एजुकेशन के लिए कुछ भी करना चाहता है, तो आपको ये क्लासरूम ज़रूर ज्वाइन करना चाहिए है. आप जाएं और देखें कि किस तरीके से ये खातून तालीम को देने की कोशिश कर रही हैं पूरे प्लानट से. तो इनके अंदर जो टीचर्स हैं वो चाइना में हैं, अफ्रीका में हैं, पाकिस्तान में हैं, सब कॉन्टिनेंट पे इनके तकरीबन टीचर्स मौजूद हैं. और ये टीचर्स तमाम लोग दुनिया के लोगों को पढ़ा रहे हैं. अब अगर आप किसी को भी पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, कुछ भी पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, तो आपको इसी स्टाइल का एक अदद क्लासरूम बनाना चाहिए है. लेकिन वो कैसे आएगा? वो इस तरह आएगा कि आप एमी के क्लासरूम में जाएं, वहाँ जाके एमी से बात करें, वहाँ जाके पहले ऑब्जर्व करें कि दूसरे लोग क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं और उस ऑब्जर्वेशन से आप बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे. तो हमारे मुल्क में लाखों टीचर्स हैं और करोड़ों लोग हैं. हमारा मुल्क छोटा नहीं है, हमारे मुल्क में करोड़ों लोग हैं जिनके दिल में ये ख्वाहिश है कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर, दुनिया के अंदर एजुकेशन को आम किया जाए, आम एजुकेशन का मसले को ख़त्म कर दिया जाए, जड़ से उखाड़ के फेंक दिया जाए. तब ये मौका है आपके पास कि आप इस मसले को जड़ से उखाड़ के फेंक सकते हैं. इसका हल एक दिन में नहीं आएगा, लेकिन टोनी रॉबिन्स कहता है कि people underestimate what they can do in 1 year, in 10 years, and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years time. तो आप अगर 5 साल प्लान बनाएं और 5 साल का टारगेट रखें कि 5 साल के अंदर मैं अपने इलाके के अंदर एक ह्यूज चेंज लाना चाहता हूँ, नॉट छोटा, तो वो ये आप जाएं और जाके पढ़ाना शुरू कर दें और एमी कैरियर के क्लासरूम में जाके आप पढ़ाना शुरू कर दें. आप उर्दू पढ़ाएं. कल मुझसे कोई कह रहा था आप उर्दू क्यों नहीं स्प्रेड करते, तो आप जाएं उर्दू पढ़ाएं. बहुत सारे लोग वहाँ पर इस तरह हैं जो उर्दू सीखना चाहते हैं. आप हिंदी पढ़ाएं, अंग्रेजी पढ़ाएं, जो आपका पसंद है, जिस चीज़ का आपको पैशन है, आपको जो चीज़ पसंद है, आपको आर्ट पसंद है, साइंस पसंद है, कोरियोग्राफी पसंद है, वो जाके आप पढ़ाएं और वहाँ जाके पढ़ाना शुरू कर दें और पढ़ना शुरू कर दें और अपनी क्लासरूम बनाएं और वहाँ जाके पढ़ाना शुरू कर दें. उससे क्या होगा? उससे होगा ये कि आहिस्ता 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 ये सारी चीज़ें बदलना शुरू हो जाएंगी. अभी लोगों के पास बिल्डिंग, अगर मैं आपसे कहूँ कि मुझे 100 करोड़ रुपए जमा करना है, 2 बिल्डिंगें 5 बिल्डिंगें बनानी है स्कूल बनाने के लिए, तो सारे लोग 100 करोड़ रुपए दे देंगे. लेकिन मुझे 100 करोड़ रुपए आपके नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं आपको 1 खरब रुपए का काम बताने जा रहा हूँ. वो काम है कि जो कुछ आपको आता है आप सिखाना शुरू कर दें. और सिखाने की तरतीब क्या रखें? फेसबुक पे सिखाएं, उसको डाउनलोड करें, यूट्यूब पे सिखाएं और उसको लोगों को बांटना शुरू कर दें. और कल मुझे किसी ने सिखाया कि सबसे बड़ा इंसान वो होता है जो सबसे ज्यादा बांटता है. याद रखिएगा कि अगर आपने बड़ा इंसान बनना है, सक्सेसफुल इंसान बनना है, तो अल्लाह सुब्हानहू ताला आपके ख्याल करेंगे, लेकिन आपने सबसे बड़ा गिवर बनना है. द बिगेस्ट विनर ऑन द प्लैनेट इज नॉट द पर्सन हु इज द रिचेस्ट, द बिगेस्ट पर्सन ऑन द प्लैनेट इज द पर्सन हु गिव्स मोस्ट. जो सबसे ज्यादा देता है वो सबसे बड़ा इंसान होता है. तो अगर आप ज्यादा नहीं देते, ज्यादा देना, क्यों नहीं देते? एक आदमी को भाषण देने के बजाय फेसबुक लाइव पे आके बात करें. जब आप फेसबुक लाइव पे आके बात करेंगे तो आपके साथ साथ 200 लोग, 5 लोग, 5,000 लोग, आपके बच्चे, आपके रिश्तेदार, आपके जानने वाले सब सुनना शुरू कर देंगे. और जब ये सब सुनना शुरू कर देंगे तो आहिस्ता 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 बदलाव आएगा. पीपल का दरख्त एक दिन में नहीं लगता, आम का दरख्त भी एक दिन में नहीं लगता, नारियल का दरख्त भी एक दिन में लगता. एक दिन में तो कोई भी पौधा नहीं निकलता, टाइम लगेगा, लेकिन बदलाव जरूर आएगा. आप बदलेंगे, आप अपने अंदर तब्दीली लाएंगे, आप चेंज करने की कोशिश करेंगे, तभी बदलाव आ सकता है. मेरे करने से, एमी के करने से हमारी कब्रें ठीक होंगी, आपकी कब्र ठीक नहीं होगी. आपको बदलना पड़ेगा, आपको तब्दील होना पड़ेगा, आपको चेंज लानी पड़ेगी और आप आज चेंज ला सकते हैं. आपके हाथ में ताकत है. ये आपके हाथ में जो चीज़ है, ये आपके एटम बम से ज्यादा आपके मुल्क को फायदा पहुंचा सकता है. अगर आप नहीं उठाएंगे इसका फायदा, तो कोई पाकिस्तान की तकदीर नहीं बदल सकता. सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके हाथ से ही तकदीर आपकी जिंदगी की बदलेगी. तो پرائم منسٹر کیا کام کرتا ہے ڈزنٹ میٹر، آپ کیا کام کرتے ہیں اس سے آپ کی آخرت بھی بنے گی اور دنیا بھی بنے گی. ربنا آتنا فی الدنیا حسنۃ وفی الآخرۃ حسنۃ وقنا عذاب النار. میرے رب مجھ کو دنیا میں اور آخرت میں دونوں میں سکسیس عطا کیجئے اور مجھے قیامت کے عذاب سے بچائیے. اور آپ جتنا بانٹیں گے، اپنا علم بانٹیں گے، اپنی نالج بانٹیں گے، اپنے طریقے بانٹیں گے، اتنے آپ زیادہ سکسیسفل ہو جائیں گے. کوئی آپ کو آج روکنے والا نہیں ہے. کون ہے روکنے والا؟ آپ کا دماغ، آپ کے طریقے، آپ کی ثقافت، آپ کے طریقے، آپ کے طور. آپ نے اپنے آپ کو سوچنے والا انسان بنانا ہے. آپ نے اپنے آپ کو ٹرینڈ انسان نہیں بنانا ہے کہ میں اس چیز میں بہت ٹرینڈ ہوں. غلطی کریں، سیکھیں. غلطی نہیں کریں گے تو سیکھ نہیں سکیں. فیلئر کا کیا مطلب ہے؟ فرسٹ what's the acronym for failure? Fail, first, instant اور ٹورڈ سکسیس. اگر آپ فیل نہیں ہونا سیکھیں گے، یاد رکھ لیں فیل ہونا جس نے نہیں سیکھا وہ آگے نہیں بڑھ سکتا. جو بچہ چلتے سے گرتا نہیں ہے وہ چلنا نہیں سیکھ سکتا. تو آپ نے سیکھنا ہے. ایمی کی کلاس جوائن کریں، ایمی سے سیکھیں کہ کیسے سکھاتے ہیں. ایمی کا دماغ کھا جائیں، اس کا دماغ کھا جائیں. پوچھتے رہیں، میسج کریں میسج کریں میسج کریں میسج کریں، نہیں جواب دیتی پھر میسج کریں پھر میسج کریں. بلاک نہیں کرے گی، کامنٹ کریں. نہیں جان چھوڑنی ہے. پاگل پن اختیار کریں، جنون اختیار کریں. سیکھیں اس سے کیسے دوسروں کو سکھانا ہے. سیکھنے والے بنیں. اور سیکھنے کا سب سے اچھا طریقہ کیا ہے؟ سیکھنے کا سب سے اچھا دنیا میں طریقہ ہے کہ سکھانا شروع کر دیں. جب آپ سے کوئی سوال کرے گا تو آپ کہیں گے بیٹا مجھے یہ جواب نہیں معلوم، میں کل بتاؤں گا. آپ جائیں گے، گوگل کریں گے، یوٹیوب کریں گے، 2-4 گھنٹے میں آپ کو اس کے بارے میں 70% چیزیں پتہ چل جائیں گی. وہ 70% آ کے بانٹ دیجیے تو آپ کے پاس معلومات بڑھنا شروع ہو جائے گی. اور اپلائی کریں، اپنے مسائل کو سالو کریں. یہ ہمارے ملک کا بڑا مسئلہ ہے کہ ہمارے یہاں غربت ہے، ہمارے یہاں مفلسی ہے، ہمارے یہاں پانی کا مسئلہ ہے، ہمارے یہاں بجلی کا مسئلہ ہے، ہمارے یہاں کلائمیٹ چینج کا مسئلہ ہونے والا ہے، ہمارے یہاں زبان کا مسئلہ ہے. آپ کون سا مسئلہ سالو کرنا چاہتے ہیں؟ اس مسئلے کو ہاتھ میں اٹھائیے. اس کو لیڈر کہتے ہیں. وہ لیڈر بن جائیے. ایم این اے ایم پی اے بیچارے جو ہیں وہ تو اپنا کام کر ہی رہے ہیں. آپ میری بات سن رہے ہیں، آپ تک میرا پیغام پہنچا ہے، ان تک میرے پیغام نہیں پہنچا ہے. جس کسی تک میری آواز جا رہی ہے، جس کسی کو میری آواز سمجھ میں آ رہی ہے، اس کو میں دعوت دیتا ہوں کہ آج اس ٹیکنالوجی کو یوز کریں اور اپنے چاروں طرف کے مسائل کو ٹھیک کر لیں. پتہ نہیں کبھی میں نے زندگی میں تقریر تو نہیں کری، یہ پہلی شاید تقریر ہے. اور بہت بہت شکریہ آپ کا سننے کے لیے. السلام علیکم.
I want to tell you 2 things to please translate for them. The newest developments, the 2 biggest ones, we're now offering 10-week intensive courses. And there's a gentleman coming in to teach career skills. He's also teaching it to 200,000 women in Afghanistan. He's teaching it in our class for free for 10 weeks, 10 Fridays. And what we are doing with all of the mentor lessons in the classroom is we're leaving them up for 30 days, then they come down and you have to purchase them. So we're building the website, we're monetizing it. Everything's free when it's live. Right now, you can get it for 30 days. It might be 7 days. Take advantage.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for your time today. I don't think I need to translate that because the courses would be in English, and if they don't speak English, there's no point in having them join.
So a couple people asked, you can follow me. I'm tagged in this video up at the top, and my classroom is also linked at the top. So you are all welcome to join. And thank you, Rehan, for your time and for continuing to work with me on this and helping me figure out how we do this. The bottom line is, just like everything you do, we're doing it for the first time. So thank you.
Welcome. Bye, Amy.
Have a good day. Bye, everyone.